All right. Brian Powell of I Run Far here at the Gediminas Grinius after his second place finish at UTMB 2016. Nice work out there, Gediminas.
Thank you, Brian.
Did you enjoy your UTMB?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much. You know, after last year, not very successful race for me, it was like kind of revenge, and I really enjoyed what happened yesterday.
So 2 years ago you were fifth, yes?
Yes.
That's a big improvement to get to second place.
It's difficult to compare because the course a little bit changed, you know, it's more elevation gain, you know, and it's like difficult to say, but yeah, it's kind of improved from.
Do you feel like,
second?
I mean, you can have just an instinct feel of, do you think this was a better race than 2 years ago, your performance?
Yeah, it definitely was, but the same actually on the race, the last climb was the most difficult because like 2 years ago I suffered the knee injury.
Okay.
And I was like really like crippling through the course. And like yesterday, I had like not very bad moments on the last uphill because I felt that I could move faster, but I couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like damaged, you know.
Your mind was damaged?
Yeah, exactly. Because I want to move faster and I couldn't, you know, because my legs just wouldn't.
Now, you had a very consistent race though, because you started off within reasonably close to the front, 10th or 13th, and you just kept slowly working your way up. Is that the Gediminas way?
Yeah, usually if you notice, like for all the races I do the same, you know, I start slow and I just have this classic approach and I try to move through positions, and like I said in a few interviews before the race, like my strategy actually was like, you know, to rely on Zach Miller, that he'll kill all the fast runners at the beginning, and after that I'll jump into the scene.
Did that happen?
I think so, because like, you know, like Miguel, you know, Luis and Zach, they just blow, you know, at the beginning and they run very fast, and I believe it was like damage was already done, and it helped me at the end.
Now, how do you do that? Because it's not like you're back in 30th position. How do you you run a fast pace at the beginning? How hard do you know how to?
I don't know, I just feel, you know, like I'm running on feelings. I felt that, you know, usually my tactic is like that I'm running, and if I feel that I could run a little bit faster, so it's good pace for me. So this is how I pace myself yesterday.
Now, in the first 130 kilometers, were there any bad points? Any times where you didn't feel good or had problems?
No, actually all the race I felt very good, and I believe, like I told many times before, like actually before this race I felt the most endurance, the most powerful than I ever felt, you know.
So you keep feeling better and better.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, you didn't have any down points during the race. Was there any point in the race where you felt really good, or you felt like I'm going to go for the win?
Yeah, actually, when we spoke at that aid station,
La Folie?
La Folie, and actually I thought that, maybe you're right, and I must have pushed, and I started to push. And, you know, like on the last climb, I a bit regret, and I thought maybe I pushed it, you know.
Still talk to me?
Yeah, I'll still talk to you, because anyway, I moved from 7th position to 2nd, and it's quite a good job.
But in the end, for a good period of time, you caught up to the lead. You were in the lead, yes?
Yes. Like at some point, we run like 3 of us, like Ludovic, me, and Zach, like I remember in Valorcina on the trend.
And it never happens that way. Sometimes you'll have 3 people running to get, you might have a big pack, and as the race goes on, it gets smaller and smaller. But this was 3 people on different trajectories.
Yeah, exactly.
Together with 20 or 30 kilometers to go.
Yeah, exactly. The race just started in Valorcina, basically, because we're all still all 3 together, you know, and you never know how in such a long races all the race will develop later. Now, when you're in the lead with less than 30 kilometers to go in UTMB, are you excited? Are you nervous? What's going through your mind? I just, you know, trying to calm myself and just trying to stick to the plan. And, you know, during the race, basically, Ludovic, he just proposed me to run together, but I saw that the guy is stronger than me, and I said just, you know, on the downhills, I was like keeping with him, but on the uphills, he was much stronger, so I said just go, and he just went, you know, and he just put like 20-something minutes on.
And were you disappointed that you had been in the lead and couldn't stay there, or? No,
I'm happy. Like, I'm like very realistic, and I believe, but I did, you know, what I could do at that moment, and I'm really happy. I didn't expect much more.
Now, you've probably heard a little bit about Ludovic's race.
Yeah.
Coming from an hour behind, and.
Yeah, I heard.
Is that pretty incredible to you, or?
Yeah, it is, and this is what all the time I'm amazed. Like last year, I was amazed by Dave Laney, how he like from far behind. He just finished in top 3, and was the sneaky plan in my head, because like before the race I told to Dave Laney, I wanna repeat your split times, in this race. I didn't manage.
Not
to
quite,
do it.
but almost.
Almost. Yeah,
It was a
almost.
reasonable plan.
Yeah,
And you
almost. So there is a space for improvement for the next year. So
Yeah. Now, do you have any more plans for this year?
This year, I'm going for a Union, and it will be my next big race. And after that, I'll take.
You were there last year?
Yeah, it was last year, and UTMB last year, I didn't finish. In UTMB, I have some physical problems, and in the Union, it was just pure mental.
Was it because of the long season, or did something happen at the race last year?
I don't know. I just in the Union, I was really moving fast, and I felt good. But suddenly, at some point, I just started to pick up bananas, swim in the waterfalls, and just didn't concentrate on the race, itself. And after that, I just decided to drop because it was no sense to finish.
So after a good season and a great race here, how do you get yourself motivated for one more race?
I don't know. I just like to do that. I just like to enjoy. I know it's such a long races. I'll have good and bad moments, and I'll suffer a bit. But it's kind of holidays, and you're traveling to different country. You're meeting your friends because it's kind of difficult to travel to Reunion, which is kind of expensive.
And you do have a bunch of friends there. Your Vibram team is a lot of them.
Yeah, of course. And Vibram team is going to Reunion as well, so we'll be a huge team here. I hope we'll have a success with it.
Yeah. Speaking of Vibram, you get to choose sort of what shoes you wear. Not only shoes that have Vibram with them, but also you can add it to other shoes. What did you end up using?
During the race?
Yes.
Actually, for this UTMB, I chose Hoka Huaka.
Yeah.
With Resolve Vibram Mega Grip. And I'm pretty happy with these shoes, and I was constant with them for the last 3 races.
So why the Huaka? What do you like about that?
I don't know, I just like the feeling, it's I'm putting the shoes and I can say if it's good shoe or not, for me. So I tried different models of Hoka, but the Huaka fits the best, even though it's road shoes, but with the Vibram adjustments, it's perfect trail shoe.
Nice. Light.
Yeah, it's light.
Cushion.
It's just a lot of room for my kind of wide feet, and I like the sense.
Now, this is a really long race, and even if things are going well, how do you stay focused on what you're doing?
For me, my mind goes through different stages. At first, when you're running, you're just chatting with other people, other runners. You're sharing experience. After a while, you're starting just to following your pace. The speed. And trying to divide the distance, from aid station to aid station, or from my family to my family. I'm just thinking about the distance which I'm running currently, not thinking about the whole race. And of course, at some moments, but yesterday it didn't happen. But in the Fuji last year, I thought that I am samurai. I'm fighting with bad people or demons. And this kept me moving. Because I'm a good guy, and there is a lot of bad guys, and I must have finished just to save the world or whatever.
Were there any bad guys on the trail out there?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm feeling like a hunter. Hunting other people. Like Zach Miller yesterday. Other guys.
Yeah. But
so this is what keeps me motivated.
Nice. Well, you were definitely motivated yesterday.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations and good luck in Reunion.
Yeah. Thank you.